Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Marvel Legends DORMAMMU. This guy is easily the best figure in that pack of figures. Maybe one of the best legends, definitely one of, maybe the best legend figure I've gotten in a very, very long time. He features tons of new parts, some actual attention to detail, just so nice to finally see a good Marvel Legends figure. Let's just get into it. He stands roughly 9 inches tall to the top of the fire, which makes him about 23 centimeters. And as you can see, the head is made out of a nice translucent plastic. It's got some darker orange shading here, and then it goes up to the lighter molded yellowish orange up there. The face is painted black. Really nice look for the figure. Most of the armor is molded in this kind of pearlescent purple. We have some different paint variation though. This is a darker painted purple around the collar there. The body has kind of a purple to match the armor, but then we have the translucent here in the arms and for the hands, which is a really nice look. The red on him is painted red, obviously, and then it's made to look kind of battle damaged or dirty. It works well down here. They did a pretty good job. Up here, it does get kind of muddy. It's not great, but I think it suits the character well enough, and it's kind of uniform, so it's all right. They painted the red bits around here. They painted this part of the skirt piece purple, this part's black and nicely detailed. This part goes all the way around, and then we have red on the inside of this one. It's just really nicely detailed all the way around, and then we have the molded darker purple down here for the boots on top of the lighter purple there for the legs. And he comes with two flaming skull accessories, which they're actually just the older Ghost Rider figure, but you know, he's got a skull head with fire, so it works out okay in this case. Pulling the figures out of the package resulted in red felt being on there, but it should come off. I haven't had too much trouble with that. But these look pretty cool, and they make for nice accessories to put in his hands, and you'll see at the end of the video. Pretty nicely done. I think this guy features at least mostly new parts. I think he's bigger than, why do I always forget this guy's name? Terrax. I always forget Terrax's name. Anyway, I think he's bigger than him. I haven't pulled him out to check. I can do that for the photos at the end. But I'm pretty sure this guy's all on new parts, and it looks pretty good. I'm really pleased with this. I think they're going to be using this same base body mold for Absorbing Man also. I think so. I don't remember that being in there on Terrax. I'll have to check. But either way, who cares if it's new or not, because it works really well for this figure. I've never been a person that complains about reused parts when they work. And even if this is all reused parts, it works so nicely. This guy is just fantastic. He's a great shelf piece, a great figure to pose. Of course, the skirt does limit a little bit, but we'll go through that now. So articulation for the head. It's a ball peg, double ball peg technically. Well, actually it's a hinge only going forward and back, no side to side. But the ball itself does allow for the head to move around. The collar does get in the way, so you're not going to get a huge range of motion out of the head, but for DORMAMMU I don't think you really need it. Shoulder pads are connected to the chest and back piece here, so they will limit the shoulders some, but the way it's designed, they actually have pretty decent range of motion, and it's not going to really be too much of a problem. So standard ball hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, almost 90 degrees. We get a wrist swivel here with the hinge. Ab crunch, really loose on my guy. It's not so loose that it can't be posed, but he is pretty darn loose. It does have a few notches in there, so hopefully they're not all super loose. I've heard other people say other joints are really loose on this guy, so watch out for that, but hopefully you'll be able to pose him well enough. We get the waist twist in here. The skirt is actually a floating piece, but it doesn't move around that much, so it's still going to limit the hips. We have classic ball hinge hips. They are on a T-joint, so you can bring the legs forward and side to side, and you have a thigh swivel in there. That's not good, but the only reason that happened is because I warmed up the leg with a hairdryer because these were not lined up properly. So your legs shouldn't pop off. You should be okay with that. We have double jointed knees, which have full range of motion, but you're not going to get to use them because of the skirt. No, that's okay. We have a shin swivel in there. This again is a separate piece. Mine weren't lined up right, so I just heated them up and was able to realign them. For the ankles, we have the standard hinge. You can bring the foot pretty far forward considering that shin piece is on there. And we have the ankle rocker. So really this guy is what Marvel Legends figures should be. He's obviously not all as big as him, but as far as effort and design and everything, this is what I'm talking about. This is what we need in the Marvel Legends line. Very nicely done. If you can't track down that whole set or don't want to, which I don't necessarily recommend because some of the figures are kind of duds, this guy is one you need to have in your collection if you are a Marvel Legends collector. I recommend it 100%. Stick around here at the end for some photos of this guy in action, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.